Miss Ali, I want to start yesterday. Do you remember when Mr. Kading was asking you about if you had indicated before you knew you were going to Iraq in October or on October 18th of 2024?
Yes.
Do you remember him showing you a document, Defense Exhibit 525?
Yes.
Okay. And he had you read lines 5 through 21 or 23. Do you remember that?
Yes.
On which page?
On page 73. Do you recall that?
Yes.
And you had indicated prior to him showing you that document that you didn't know when you were traveling. Do you remember that?
Yes.
May I approach, please, Your Honor?
You may.
I'm going to have you take that. Miss Ali, will you look at line 24? So one line past where Mr. Kading had you stop reading.
And just for the record, Ms. Stone has provided to the witness exhibit 525.
That's correct. Thank you, Your Honor. And do you see line 24 on there?
Yes.
So when Mr. Kading asked you about lines 5 through 21, and then I believe he clarified to 23, at line 24, did you indicate to Mr. Kading at the time of that interview that you did not know when you were traveling?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'll take that back from you. So were you aware of a trip to Iraq versus the trip to Iraq? Is that a fair distinction between those two things?
Yes.
You had talked about, Mr. Kading also spent some time talking to you about your school attendance. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay. And have you skipped classes?
Yes.
Okay. Are there any classes that you particularly disliked or skipped more often?
Yes.
What class was that, or classes?
English.
Why English?
It's hard for me to really learn.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have you adjust the microphone. It's a little harder to hear you. Thank you.
So you skipped classes, other classes besides English?
Yes.
But English is the one that you remember the most?
Yeah.
Okay. And if you skip classes, generally, where would you go? Did you leave campus? Did you go somewhere else? I mean, generally, if you were skipping a class, where were you going?
To the bathroom.
So staying at school?
Yeah.
I believe Mr. Kading asked you about a 504 plan yesterday. Do you recall that?
Yeah.
What is a 504 plan to you? What does that mean to you?
Extra help, and teachers will help me more with assignments.
So it was a program at school where you believed you could get extra assistance?
Yes.
Okay. Was school easy for you?
No.
Okay. Was that just for English or for other classes?
For other classes.
What classes do you like the most? What classes were easier for you, or did you like the most?
Math.
Math?
Yeah.
What else?
I like art class.
Okay. And did you ask about a 504 plan with your parents?
Yes.
Okay. Were they supportive of you getting a 504 plan?
No.
If Mr. Kading asked you yesterday, or said you didn't tell your parents things, is that correct?
Yes.
Is that a fair statement? Did you not tell your parents things?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why wouldn't you tell your parents things?
I was afraid.
Okay. Were you comfortable telling them things that you knew they wouldn't like?
No.
Would they like knowing that you were dating at all?
They would not like that.
They would not like that?
Yes.
Was it dating in general? Was it dating Isaiah? Was it dating boys? Any part of that?
Dating in general.
Dating in general was not okay?
Yes.
Okay. What kind of vehicle does your mom or Haneen drive? How would you describe what those vehicles look like?
My my sister Haneen would drive like a box-looking car, and it's like silver and black.
What about your mom?
I think it was like brown, and it was just like a normal regular car. It wasn't like a box shape. It was just like slim.
Okay. So you're really soft-spoken, and I know it's difficult, but I'm just going to ask you to speak up a little bit, okay?
Yes.
So if I understood what you said your Haneen drove a box-looking car that was like silver and black.
Yes.
And your mom drove a brown car that you said was just like a regular car that was slim. Is that right?
Yeah.
And when you say slim, do you mean like a sedan-style car or like a truck like your dad?
Like a sedan, not like a truck.
Okay. Do you know what brand either of them were?
No.
Okay. And when you describe your sister Haneen's car as a box car that's silver and black, where is that silver and black on the vehicle, if you
The
recall?
silver was in like in the front, like where the lights were, like at the front, and the black was in the back, like for like the second door.
Okay. Do you remember yesterday when Mr. Leary asked you about your mom and who she was saying my daughter to? Do you remember that line of question?
Yes.
And Mr. Leary had you look at Defense Exhibit 525 and line 55. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And he asked you to look at line 23. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. May I approach, Runner?
You may. You said line 55. Is that page 55?
Page 55, line 23.
All right. You may approach.
Thank you. And again, Miss Ali, I'm going to ask you to look at page 55. Look at read 23, but also read 24 and 25, please. And was that your only answer to Mr. Leary as to initially you thought it was to you?
No.
What else did you tell Mr. Leary during the course of that interview?
I said to me or to someone else, I don't know. I just know that.
Okay, thank you. So is it fair to say that during those interviews you didn't indicate you knew exactly who it was to? You thought it might be to you, but it could have been to someone else as well, and then you said, I don't know. Is that a fair statement?
Yes.
Okay. And that was indicated in the document as well, correct?
Yes.
When Mr. Leary was talking to you yesterday, do you remember him talking about your mom and how your mom was holding you?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember Mr. Leary gesturing with his arms low and around? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Is that how your mom was holding you?
No.
How was your mom holding you?
Like I said, around the throat, around my neck, and my chest.
Okay. He also asked you if you thought your mom was trying to hurt you at the time, and you said no. Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you want to believe that your mom is trying to hurt you?
I don't want to believe that.
How do your parents normally hold you if they're comforting or hugging you? What does that look like?
I don't know.
And what do you mean by I don't know?
It's really rare for me and my mom or my dad to hug.
So you don't have a good baseline experience for hugging with your parents?
Yes.
Is it fair then to say that they're not big huggers?
Yes.
I have no further questions at this time. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Kadeen Recross.
Okay, a little break in the action there. Joining us, Matthew Mangino. He's in Pittsburgh. He's a criminal defense attorney, but he used to be a district attorney. What's your take on this case? The charge is attempted murder for both mom and dad. Dad, you can kind of get with the bus driver, the video. Interested in your thoughts, Matthew?
Well, I think there's been some important testimony by the victim here. We looked at this, and it's been touted as an honor killing because, she didn't want to go and marry someone in a prearranged marriage. But we've heard some interesting things here. And one of the things that I think is interesting is she talks about when she first encountered his father, he was calm, and they were talking low in Arabic to one another, sort of whispering. And then, she talked back to him, and things got a little out of control. And, she said he looked frustrated, and that's when he began to strangle her. If we're talking about an honor killing, you're walking up there and you're not talking calmly. You have a goal. You want to kill your daughter because she doesn't want to be involved in the prearranged marriage. I think this might be more of a situation where it's certainly inappropriate, but, she's talked back. She's packed her stuff and left. She took $100. She talked back to him. She's with the boy they don't want her to be with. And, his emotions overcame him. This might be more of a passionate kind of outburst than a honor killing.
How much discretion do the prosecutors have in cases like this, Matthew, where what are other options? Because I did describe some of the details of this case to a friend who has not watched the entire trial, and their first question was, isn't that assault? How did they get to attempted murder? And really, I wonder just how much discretion and what would be the oversight of whether or not you get to that when you don't necessarily, as a prosecutor, know what was in the mind of your suspect.
Well, based on, what the reports are, you have a videotape here. So you see outrageous conduct. And you have a victim who says, my father is trying to kill me. I thought I was going to die. And the reason he wants to kill me is because I don't want to be involved in a prearranged marriage and go to Iraq. So with that information, prosecutors have to decide whether they have enough to prove beyond a reasonable doubt, attempted second-degree murder. But again, as we're listening to the victim here, it certainly seems to be a situation that unfolded kind of quickly there, not with the specific intent to go there and harm her or kill her, but to talk with her, to try to bring her home, to get her away from the boyfriend, speaking calmly, whispering in Arabic, and then all of a sudden, outrage. That doesn't condone the conduct, but is it attempted murder?
Yeah, great point. And, the jury, because the judge's ruling, they have not heard anything about a prearranged marriage or an attempted honor killing. It is just attempted murder. And does it rise to that level, especially with mom? That's debatable. Let's get a break. When we come back, we'll go back to the courtroom and we'll have more testimony out of the state of Washington. Stay with us. Welcome back. Along with Julia Janae, I'm Ted Rollins. Let's head back to Washington. It is day 3 of the attempted honor killing trial. Ihsan and Zahraa Ali are accused of trying to kill their teenage daughter, Fatima.
Yeah, we've got these two parents sitting there watching their daughter testify for the state of Washington. And there are other witnesses who corroborate what happened along with video where these parents are accused of finding her walking with her boyfriend and then Ihsan punching the boyfriend and placing his daughter in a chokehold until she lost consciousness.
Let's go back into the courtroom now. We just watched the redirect of Fatima. Now it's time for a recross.
Ali, you indicated that when you skipped class and such, you stayed at the school?
Yes.
Is that every time?
Yes.
Okay, on January 25th, 2024, 9:07 in the morning, that's a Tuesday, you were not at school, were you?
I don't remember that.
You were at Safeway? You remember that day?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you skipped school that day, you were at the Safeway?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't always stay at school when you skip school?
Yeah.
Okay. So when I just asked you, do you always stay at school, and you said yes?
Well, that time I didn't remember, but now I remember.
Okay. But your answer was yes?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not true, right?
Yeah.
Objection, Your Honor, asked and answered.
Sustained.
Thank you. No further.
Mr. Larry Recross.
Good morning. Thank you for coming back. So back to our conversation yesterday about the interview that we talked about. And I
Yeah.
just want to be accurate. So when we were talking about you hearing your mom say, my daughter, you initially said you thought that she was saying that to you, correct?
Yeah.
And then I said, to you, question mark? And then you followed up and said, to me or somebody, I don't know.
Yes.
Just that she was saying my daughter more than one time. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay, because I want to be accurate, right? So initially you said, I thought it was to me, but it could have been to me, it could have been to others, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And that you described her tone as sad, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, Ms. Stone followed up and said that you don't want to think that your mom wanted to hurt you, correct?
Yes.
And that's fair. You told the police that night at the hospital that you didn't think that your mom was trying to hurt you, correct?
Yeah.
And that you thought that she was trying to protect you from the chaos, correct?
I don't remember that.
Okay. But if an officer came later and testified to that, would you disagree with that?
I don't know.
Okay. Because it was chaotic, right?
Yeah, it was chaotic.
Okay. And that she's holding you from behind, correct?
From my neck and my chest.
Okay. But she's sitting behind you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Nothing further.
Ms. Stone, any further direct examination?
One moment. No, Your Honor, thank you.
And may this witness be excused, or is there a potential of recall?
Subject to recall. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. So at this time, you may step down and step out of the courtroom. Thank you.
The last attorney that we heard from there is the attorney representing Zahraa Ali, the mother of this victim. Let's bring back in criminal defense attorney and former district attorney Matthew Mangino. Matthew, of course, we couldn't see the face of this victim per the court's order, but what we learned from our producer who was inside of that courtroom is that she really didn't break down in her testimony, except when she had to say that she was heartbroken about what her dad did to her, that she felt he was trying to kill her. That was yesterday. She had long curly hair back when we saw these images of her in the hospital. Now the producer says her hair is cut short. She's wearing glasses. She's 18 now, not 17. I do want to ask you about the mother. For the mom to be convicted, does this have to be a premeditated plan? Because you have the victim saying she didn't try to hurt me. So I'm thinking the only avenue is conspiracy with the dad.
Right. It's clear from the victim in this case that she didn't think that her mother was trying to hurt her. And in fact, there was a hint that we might hear from a police officer that, in fact, she said that she was trying to protect her. I mean, that is really fundamental to the charges against the mother. If the victim herself doesn't believe that she was trying to harm her and told police maybe at the scene that she thought her mother was trying to protect her, really makes me wonder why Mom is here right now facing these charges.
Yeah, and you wonder why her attorney didn't want to separate it out or at least his attorney actually should have separated it out, because her attorney's kind of hurt in his case, Dad's case.
And I wonder if it's this element that maybe prosecutors didn't know would be kept out. The honor killing and the arranged marriage buzzwords that were in this initial police report, that would go to perhaps this collusion between the parents, that this is what we have to carry out, this is why we're going to find her. But if you take take that out of it, I don't know what you're left with.
Yeah, you're right.